Yo, what is up, guys? So we're here to showcase off a Link God Dragon deck where it basically tries to make this boss monster that is really difficult for most decks to deal with. So this is a new Link 5 monster, and you thought Guard Dragons were gone. Well, they did lose one of their best cards, but that doesn't stop them yet, because the new Link God Dragon is basically a boss monster that is difficult for a lot of decks to deal with, because if it is Link summoned using a Dark, Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire, you get to destroy all cards your opponent controls. But it also has more effects. It's unaffected by other card effects. So basically it's immune to everything. And also, it cannot be destroyed by battle with a Dark, Earth, Water, Wind, or Fire monster. And then once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you have to banish the 5 cards from your graveyard face down. And if you cannot, you have to send this card to the graveyard. And obviously, if you make it, you're going to be able to do its effect at least one time. So pretty much, you gotta tribute it. That's probably like the easiest way. I guess you could technically Utopia it, or just get something to have massive amount of attack. You can also technically, if you want to, is it DNA surgery or transplant and convert everything to like whatever element, so therefore you can't really deal with it. This guy's also playing the new Satellite Warrior over here, so that's kind of cool. But the thing is this card needs to actually boost itself up in attack. But even if it did, well, it's too bad because it cannot be destroyed in battle with a Dark monster, and that's just too bad for him. So we're looking at potentially a deck out from the Link God Dragon player over here, aka Bite. Yo, shout out to you for sending me in this play over here. But let's go ahead and see if he can actually deal with this, because he needs to basically get rid of everything within the next couple turns, or he needs to be able to deal enough maybe piercing damage. I'm actually curious to see where this goes, but it looks like we're going to see a Boral Sword, and he's lost in his entire board. But TGs are a deck that can technically reestablish your board very easy, especially since most of the cards will be floaters, unless you go ahead and synchro like he did over there. But the Link God Dragon is no match for the new Ace monster. Oh, he's going for a big boy flavor. So Trident Launcher over here summoned. We got Librarian also going to be activating its effects, so he's going to be able to draw a card. And then Guardian's going to give him another summon. Double Librarian, and this is also going to give him another zone. Wait, hold on. What is this? This is the new shooting. Oh, whoa! This replay just got so much better because the guy actually busted out the Shooting Star Dragon TG expansion over here. So whenever a monster effect is activated that targets a monster here, as a quick effect, you can banish a tuner from your graveyard and negate the activation. And then on top of that, when an opponent monster declares an attack, you can just negate the attack. So, right in the middle of this, I want you guys to comment down below, who do you think is going to win? Is the new Synchro Shooting Star Dragon going to win, or is the new Link God Dragon deck going to be winning? Let me know down below right now. Type it in, and let's go ahead and get continued. And if you made it this far in the video, drop a like on it for this really hype play of... It's a bunch of boss monsters out here, and it's so much of the new stuff, which I enjoy seeing new stuff versus new stuff. And then we see a Beals over here, so he's going to be able to keep himself afloat a little bit longer here, just in case he does need to survive. But I don't think you can get rid of this card. A lot of decks, if you don't main deck a Kaiju, and most people have gotten rid of Utopia because there's simply just no room in the extra deck now in Yu-Gi-Oh!, which... I'm wondering if he's going to be able to come back. Alright, so he's still resilient. Alright, he's still summoning a bunch of monsters, defending himself up. He's also got the Wonder Magician. And he's going to go ahead and draw once again because of Librarian. This is a pretty good TG deck, though. Again, it's able to kind of come back. Oh, we even got the Dragonfly, so he's got to go ahead and banish more cards. Oh, Reasoning. Oh my gosh, but he's going to go ahead and activate that effect. He's going to go for a Cosmic Blazar Dragon. This replay just got even better over here. So he's going to go ahead and attack and then banish itself. And he takes the W. Wow, I was honestly thinking that he was going to maybe deck out there for a sec, because I'm like, okay, that card just can negate the attack. He's got the Blazar Dragon, but Boral Sword still proving itself to be very, very great in OTKing. Although we didn't see an OTK, he was able to basically push through the TG player. Wow, that was some good stuff. Yo, shout out to my boy Bite for that. But let's go ahead and do a deck profile for the guy that did win. Go ahead and hop right into it. So this is his build. This is Bite's build. Once again, shout out to you, man. So basically the whole point of this deck is to bust out Link God Dragon as quickly as possible. And most times with boss monster decks, you just invest everything into that one monster. However, we did happen to see a Savage Dragon, and there is technically impermanent, so it can be maybe a little bit better against some of the meta stuff, because you have a 1 negate, and the one card that they go for when they're getting rid of Link Dragon, you obviously just negate that, because most decks will not play 2 copies of Utopia, or whatever cards that they try to go into Utopia, if you get what I'm saying. But there might not be very many outs for a lot of decks. Let me know what the outs are. I guess technically, you would have to beef up. Again, I feel like Utopia and Kaiju are like the main outs that people would play. And I think Kaiju's pretty much like the only one. But at the end of the day, boss monsters just lose to this Kaijus. Anyways, onwards with the God Dragon Link deck profile. So first off, we got Rise Darkness Metal Dragon. Then we got 2 copies of Absolute Dragon. And it's just like another spell. Basically, a bunch of the stuff is just special summon more monsters. But 2 copies of Destrudo, 3 copies of the Magna Rocket, 3 copies of the Metal Rocket, 3 copies of the Gateway Dragon, 3 copies of the Rocket Tracer, 1 copy of AzneyesWhitedragon, and then 3 copies of Rocket Synchron, 2 copies of Lair of Darkness, 1-for-1 Reasoning, Terraforming, Monster Reborn, 3 copies of Quick Revolve. Then we got Scapegoat, 3 copies of Guard Dragon of the World Legacy, 2 copies of Revolve Boot Sector. We have Dragon Ravine, and then we have Infinite Impermanence at 3. With extra deck, Beals, Warlord, 3 copies of Link Dragon. Then we got the Boral Sword, Saryuja, 3 Burst, Blast Dragon, 2 copies of Needle Fiber, 1 copy of Dragooning Knight Romulus, 2 copies of Pisty, and 2 copies of Elfie. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay of this really cool card. I was thinking about building a deck, but I mean, I feel like his deck is better because it can actually go for Savage Dragon. I was kind of focusing my variant on trying to use the Dark Earth. I mean, that's kind of a win harder, but like, most of the good cards in this game are usually light and dark, and it's just much easier to just ignore that part of the effect and instead just get an extra negation. I think that that's more valuable, because once this card comes out, do you really need to pop everything? I mean, I guess you can pop everything and then get an OTK, but I think just summoning this card alone can just win you a game. As you guys saw, that TG player, there's nothing that he could really do. He needed to basically utilize like 2 materials for that Synchro Summon to get it up to 5,500. But even then, he wasn't going to be able to get rid of it because it can't be destroyed by Battle by Dark anyways. So he could just sit there and take the damage, and eventually he could have made Beals and then ran over that monster too. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell so you don't miss out on new Yu-Gi-Oh! Content like the Link God Dragon deck. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one. And I'm signing out. Peace.